These are the 5 signs that you might need a chiropractor. Number 1 is posture. If you have rounded shoulders, forward head posture, chiropractic can definitely help with that. Number 2 is pain anywhere in the body when it comes to muscle or joint related issues. We can definitely help with that. Number 3 is headaches, migraines, any tension, suboccipital neuralgia that you might have, anything like that, it can definitely help. Number 4, any numbness or tingling down your extremities, arms and legs or feet, that could definitely be a sign of a pinched nerve or a disc herniation. And number 5, most important for me, is sleep. If you have trouble sleeping at night, if you have an issue staying asleep or falling asleep, chiropractic can definitely help regulate the body. And then you can also incorporate some type of dietary supplement as well, like magnesium, for example, or ashwagandha to help with stress or mood. Now I'm going to show you some stretches you can do at home to help alleviate this pain or tightness you have.
All right, so one of my favorite stretches that I love to show people for glute tightness, hip tightness, any type of sciatic nerve pain, we do a figure 4 stretch. So basically we bring the leg up to 90 degrees. We apply a pressure onto the knee to lock out the hip on this side. As soon as we press here, keeping our back straight, we just push forward and we go till our pain tolerance is met. We don't want to round out the back or bend the neck because that's cheating. And then you hold that for about 10 seconds and repeat it on each side. So depending on which side is tighter, you'll notice as you press this way, you feel it right in your hip, right here. And then from here, bending straight down, holding it there. That's a quick, easy stretch. For upper neck and trap tightness, I call it the smell the armpit stretch. So all we do is we want to pretend we're going to sniff our armpit, take our palm, bring it behind the head, and then just pull down. You're going to feel a nice stretch up here. Same thing, you're going to hold it for 10 seconds for 3 rounds. Opposite side, look into your armpit, give it a sniff, pull it down. Easy as that.
So I like to do this type of stretch after a back day. Typically this targets more like the mid-back area. So find like a nice level surface, take both your elbows and just place them here. As you come back, put your hands behind the neck and then try to arch and extend that back. So round it out and then come back down. So you can really target that mid-back area and the posterior chain. If you're traveling on a plane and you need some kind of support for your low back but don't have a pillow, this is the easiest thing that I do when I go on vacation. So get a hoodie, fold it up, roll it into a ball, and now that it's nice and round, just take this and it adds a little bit of support for a long flight. Easy as that.
So what exactly happens with an adjustment, or what's that audible sound that people hear? Well, it's basically gas that's being released from the joint capsule. And that gas is made up of nitrogen gas and a few other things that I'm not too sure of. However, we do know that that audible sound usually has a 30-minute refractory period in between adjustments. So technically you can hear that popping sound every 30 minutes, but the reason why we adjust the spine and adjust everything else is because we want that to move and operate at its highest ability. Now, you don't want to adjust that often either, because what ends up happening is you get too flexible, and when you're too flexible, you're unstable. So the body's like a seesaw. You want to be not too stiff and not too flexible, right in the middle, so everything meets in harmony.
Okay, some of the most common myths about chiropractic care. Number 1 is they are dangerous or painful. Actually, not true. They're practically painless. Because of the speed in which we deliver the adjustment, you barely feel anything. Number 1. Number 2, they're very, very safe. Studies show the risk of injury, which is going to be a great injury, would be like 1 in 3 to 1 in 5 million. And data always changes, but that's been for the long haul for a while. The next thing is chiropractors are not real doctors or do not have a degree. That's a complete myth. Our degree of training is equivalent to medical doctors when it comes to anatomy, physiology. The only difference is that we don't prescribe any medication for people as far as the body is concerned, but we do give direction on nutrition and a well-balanced lifestyle. We also do carry a doctorate as opposed to what these myths saying that we don't. So the amount of hours are very, very equivalent in the first 4 years of medical school. And as we go ahead in the profession, where medical doctors differ is they do their specialties, they do their rotations all in separate years, whereas in chiropractic, our last year of schooling does everything kind of in one. So we get the best of both worlds, again, with being in the non-invasive, more holistic pathway. That's it. So another myth that I hear about chiropractic, it's not really a myth, it's just more of a saying that once you go to a chiropractor, you have to keep going for forever. So I want to just give everybody an analogy. Everyone has teeth. Everyone has a car. You get your teeth cleaned every 6 months. You get your oil change every 5,000 miles. The same thing goes with chiropractic. So if you want the body to operate at its highest optimal level, you really want to get tune-ups once a month, maybe 2 times a month, depending on how your lifestyle is. You also want to use chiropractic to help with your sleep, to help with your posture, to help with just an overall well-being. So you don't have to go that often if you feel like your body is amazing, but imagine you not knowing your fullest potential because you didn't even try a chiropractor versus going to one religiously once a month. You're going to see the benefits, and comparing yourself to your peers of everyone that's, let's say, close to your age, you're going to be the one that's performing a lot better than someone who has not. So highly recommend getting adjusted, tune up, and don't listen to everything everybody tells you, except me.